everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Priyanka and I'm an engineering student here in Bangalore. We have all grown up watching anime series like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Death Note, and everything. If you didn't know what anime was, it is a style of Japanese film and television animation basically aimed at both adults and children. Today I'm gonna recommend a few anime movies which I liked. Before starting this video, I just want to tell that if I have mispronounced any name throughout this video, uh, I'm sorry. I did my research and I told these names to the best of my abilities. So let's start. One is Howl's Moving Castle. The setting of this movie is during the Edwardian era where people were wearing fancy hats and there were trams on the streets. This movie is an adaptation of a novel. This is about a teenage girl, Sophie, who lives a very normal and simple life. She stays in a comfort zone and doesn't do anything for herself. Hence, she continues on her father's footsteps of making hats. All this will change for her once she meets the wizard Howl. That's my girl. You can see why. After that, she's been visited by the Witch of the Waste, by the way, she's evil, who turns her life upside down, and a series of unexpected things happen. And sh- um, there are many things about Howl that people don't know. Sophie finds out why Howl is the way he is now. This movie is interesting as it involves magic, but there's also a story under it which is of Howl's. So it and the meme you guys saw was based on this movie. Number two is From Upon Poppy Hill. This takes place during the time of Tokyo Olympics in 1964. This was a time where people wanted development in their cities, and then they wanted to replace old things and old buildings. One of the things was this old wartime clubhouse, which the high school boys use for their various club activities, ranging from newspaper club to philosophy club. The story is about how they save the clubhouse. The story also involves two protagonists, Umi and Shun. Umi is an independent girl who takes care of her siblings and does all the work, by herself. And Shun is a very focused boy. You cannot move into the future without first knowing the past. Me is the one who proposes the idea to help save the clubhouse. This journey of saving the clubhouse, Shun and Omi find out something interesting about their past, and the thing they find out might be the most life altering one for them. Overall, this is a very good movie to watch. Number three is When Manu Was There. If I had to rate this movie out of 10, I would give it 10,000. This movie is really good. This is about a girl, Anna, who is very sick and who is sad all the time. She is sad for a reason as she finds out something which her parents are keeping a secret from her. She's sent to a small town to stay at her relative's house to recover and get well soon. There, she meets a young girl who is of the same age as Anna. And for Anna, who initially has had no friends, this is a change as she made a friend, and they start to hang out every evening, and some strange thing starts happening. It feels very eerie at the beginning, but as the movie goes on, you'll understand what it is and you'll experience a roller coaster of emotions at the end. This movie made me miss a special person in my life. Um, as we are in quarantine and we're not able to meet, I won't tell who as it might spoil the whole movie. Even if you're not watching anything, you have to watch this. There's a change in the background, don't mind it. Number four is My Neighbor Totoro. This story is about two sisters, Satsuki and Mei. They are small children. They move to the countryside along with their father. And Satsuki and Mei, they make some quite interesting and mystical friends there. Them making friends is like something good coming out during their bad times. The creatures can either be just their whimsical fantasy, or they can be real. We'll never know. If you want to relive your childhood fantasies, then this is a movie for you. Okay. Number 5 is A Silent Voice. Disclaimer, this is a movie for 16 plus audience, as it involves scenes of bullying and also self harm, including this, as it is a different one compared to all the movies mentioned here. This is about two people, Shauko and Shoya. It revolves around them. Shauko, a student with impaired hearing, is like bullied a lot throughout a school. After a long period of tolerating this, she transfers to a new school. One of her bullies is Shoya. Despite being treated very badly, Shauko is always, kind and nice to others. This aspect makes Shoya always think about her, and years later, Shoya sets out to make amends with her. This movie is based on how Shoya atones for his sins, and this was originally a series made into a movie. This movie shows us how small children might act out in a not so positive way towards things they don't understand. This also sheds some light on how people with disabilities are being treated by few people in the society. This movie is like a little bit deep, but you can watch it. Number 6 is The Secret World of Arity. This is about a small girl called Arity. When I say small, she's literally small, or you can say she's just a few inches tall. And these tiny people are known as borrowers. Basically, borrowers are tiny people who borrow or take things from the human worlds, like for without humans noticing, for their own survival. She meets a 12-year-old human boy, and they become friends. The story is about their friendship and about Arity's adventure as a tiny person living in a human world. And the ending is not what you expect, and you're left with a lot of questions. One more thing I like about anime is the ending is not always happy or sad. It is different to each movie. Number 7 is The Wind Rises. This story is based on the life of Jiro Horikoshi, who was an aerospace engineer during World War II and who built fighter planes. One among them was Mitsubishi A6M0 fighter. This movie is not exactly the life of Jiro, as there are some movie plots added. Like here in this movie, Jiro's inspiration is shown as Gianni Caproni, who is the air pioneer. Gianni becomes Jiro's mentor and inspiration through Jiro's dreams. So, don't know if that really happened. So, there are things like this which are added. And this movie, along with showing Jiro's dream and aspiration of designing fighter planes for his country, also touches on his personal life with his wife, Naoko. These two, they would have crossed paths when they both were young, and years later they cross paths again. It's like fate brought them together. At the end, there's a very touching scene where a gust of wind flows by. It holds a lot of significance. If you didn't understand after watching it, I recommend you googling it, as it holds a very very good meaning. If you have made it through this far of the video and are still with me, then thank you. These were just a few movies I was able to fit in today's video. Comment down below which is your favorite anime movie or series. I still have a lot more movies which I would love to share on here. If you love to watch similar videos like this, please comment down below, and also make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I post. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out.